Football has done so many things for me in my life. It's humbled me. It's taught me how to overcome adversity. It's just aligned so many things in my life that I don't think anything else could have done. My grandmother and grandfather, they come from Ta'u, the village of Ta'u in the Manua Islands.
Troy wanted to come back to Samoa to visit with his culture, but also being at a point in his career, he feels like it's time to start giving back.
We probably flew about 40 people out there, coaches, players, NFL players, college players. You know, Ainga was kind of doing their own football camp. The all poly coaches were kind of doing their own football camp. We just kind of brought them together and said, hey, let's just do one awesome thing. Let's do it all together. And it turned out better than I'd ever imagined. So the whole group was there in Hawaii. We all got on the plane. We all got to see each other. So there was a lot of excitement. But, you know, we really didn't know what to anticipate when we got there. And what we got was overwhelming. As they kind of like opened these gates, there's just a mass of everyone, you know, from kids to adults, that were just so excited, you know, that we're coming to the island. I had a tough time sleeping, you know, from the excitement. The formalities were really awesome because I think that embodies our cultures, the kava ceremony and all the beautiful singing. But I was just so excited to get to the children because I hadn't seen them yet, you know, throughout the kava ceremony. So when that was over, I was really excited to get to the stadium. Oh man, every day I fought back tears, you know, and only a few times actually I couldn't fight them. But that first day, just kind of see, I mean, you have literally, you know, 8 rivals. These guys play each other twice a year, and yet they're holding hands in prayer and Samoan songs, and it was just Samoa in its truest essence. And that's what we kind of try to convey to all the children, was that it didn't matter if you're from Tafuna or Leone or Samoana. What mattered is that we represent Samoa. They play football harder than we've ever seen. The IQ level wasn't where it should be. Had they had the football IQ to coincide with their passion, you would have the ultimate football player. I'd been, honestly, to a lot of football camps, and I'd never ever seen the knowledge imparted on football players or campers like I saw there.
Come on, D, here we go, D!
The NFL players were giving so much knowledge. The college coaches were, it was unreal.
These kids play so hard, work so hard. It's just amazing, man. I'm all excited. I'm losing my voice.
The really cool thing that I heard from everybody was that the kids were so respectable. We never got the joke like, oh, I'm gonna beat you, I'm better than you. Not even that.
Check, go!
You know, there's just something about the Samoa that really ties Samoans together, really, and it was really unique, especially to see Doma, who ran me over, or Ray, guys that we compete against, that are really are like our rivals. To understand that there's a bond deeper than football, and that was really, really life-changing for me. I didn't tell many people about our trip to the cannery because, to be honest, I didn't know if anybody just wanted to go take a tour of the tuna factory. Well, I got to meet some of the executives there. We walked down out of the corporate offices, and then we walk into the tuna factory part where they're preparing all the canned tuna. And then there's just hundreds of people, all in black and yellow. It was mind-boggling. I was like, where am I? Like, why am I here? And why are they all here? What is this whole event about? If Pittsburgh or the Steelers represent anything in this country, we represent blue-collar workers. And that is the epitome of what those workers were doing, So it was really touching.
God decides not to give me any more days to repent from my many sins. I will die today a very happy man.
It was amazing. The island right now is in a flux, to be honest. It doesn't have the best education system. In fact, meeting with the Department of Education, the system they have now isn't very good at all. Part of the trip out there was to go and actually see and evaluate not only football, but evaluate the whole situation. Because my message to them was it's not a one-time thing. It wasn't like my trip back home to wipe my hands clean and all of a sudden I did something for the kids. Like I really want to make an impact. Football was kind of our foot in the door. And of course we want the quality of a football player and the world to experience our culture. We want to set a presence. We want to change. The Fa'a Samoa tradition is really based on love, but it's based on discipline and it's based on humility. Those virtues, every culture could really attach to. I never will forget you. I think if you're driven by anything other than love, then it's the opposite of it. It's just ego. And the result of our first trip was so beautiful. That's the only outcome of what authentic love could bring, because everybody that went there donated their time, energy, everything, their talents, and it was just beautiful.